We eventually want to be your mobile solution for not just an app, but mobile websites as well, and many more things to come down the road. So it's taken a lot of fine tuning and a lot of testing for us to get the mobile website to where we want it to be today. We have a lot more long-term goals for our mobile websites, but we feel like that it's a great product to go ahead and be released to you guys, as is the way it is right now. So what I want to cover today is, first of all, why we decided to make this so high on terms of our priority list over other things, and also how to set it up for you. Um, as you can see on my screen right now, I've got some stats up that we've collected on mobile websites, not just mobile websites in particular, but also some stats from HomeAway that we were able to obtain as to how many people access their website in 2011 and 2012 for mobile and tablet visits. Just to kind of show you that jump there from 2011 to 2012, it's just really tremendous, to think about how many people are choosing mobile over their computer, versus what they were just a year ago. And it really says a lot in terms of what is going to come within the next year as this industry, of course, as you know, just continues to grow. More and more people will choose to go and view things on a mobile website. And if your website is not optimized for mobile viewing, there's a good chance they're not going to take the time to pinch and zoom and play around with all that stuff. They're just going to forget about it, and they're going to go on searching other ways to view other companies' websites that are optimized for mobile viewing. So we think it's important, and it should be very high on your priority list to get this completed and set up as well, because it's here in front of you. It's time to make the switch, and we see that whether or not we decide to make the switch, everyone else across the board chose to this past year. So you can see some cool stats based on what they predict, you know, desktop versus mobile usage to be as it progresses to 2015. It just continues to grow and grow. And I'm sure we'll see the same in 2013 for mobile and tablet visits to HomeAway websites. It'll just continue to grow as well. So what I want to do next is show you the mobile website, a little demo of how it works, and with a company that we've already got it live for, and so you can kind of envision your website as well. And then after I show you just a quick demo of that, I'll go through the steps of things that you need to make sure that you have completed prior to launching your mobile website. Things like, making sure content is associated to anonymous visitors, making sure you have photos uploaded in the proper place, and all of that kind of stuff, are crucial in making sure that your mobile website is a product that you're comfortable releasing to all of the mobile and tablet users that are viewing your website. So the first thing that I want to remind to you, and also I will give this website at the end of the webinar, so don't feel like that you have to jot it down right now. But in order to sign up for this module, you need to visit our website and complete the sign up page. And even if you are not going to sign up for it, we still encourage you to view the sign up page for the mobile website so we can get your feedback. And maybe if you're using another provider and you're not really ready to sign up for our mobile website, let us know what we can do to kind of convince you that we're the solution that you want to go with. So we'd love to hear your feedback there as well. Just real quick, it's gladtohaveyou.com/mobile website sign up. Man, that's a long website. Anyway, as you can see on my screen here, I've got 360 Blue Properties mobile website pulled up on the screen here. Quickly, this is a photo that you guys will upload. It's custom. And then beneath the photo, you see I have the option to view details about 360 Blue, concierge services, or to view the full website. The other tabs available to me at the bottom here are all of the rental unit categories. You guys know the system well enough, most likely, that you know how to create these rental unit groups, and you know how also to choose whether or not you want anyone to be able to view them. And by anyone, I mean anonymous users, reservation holders, or none. So this is those categories listed out here for you that you create on your property management page. The next tab we have here is our area, and these also look probably very familiar to you. The featured page, your restaurants, activities, events, points of interest, and directory are listed out here. And the guests can navigate through those pretty quickly. Okay. And then the final option of the mobile website is the contact us page. So again, you're going to have that photo there, and then you're going to be able to input your contact information as well as part of the mobile website implementation. And you'll contact email and contact phone number, of course. You'll have both of those on there as well. Um, so let's go ahead and talk about how to set this up. Step one, of course, like I said, was visit our sign up page and complete the documentation there. Step two is you want to make sure you're in our admin portal, and you'll want to make sure that you're also on the welcome message page. On the welcome message page, you'll want to navigate to the anonymous users tab. So this, if you haven't already set this up, to clarify what that is, the anonymous user welcome message is what your non-reservation holders will see when they open the app for the first time only. And if you do not have an anonymous user welcome message set up, it will default to your guest welcome message. But for the mobile website to work properly, you still need to have a photo uploaded here for the anonymous user welcome message. And just as I showed you a moment ago, that will be the photo that displays right here. You saw that on my screen. So you kind of see how that goes into play on the mobile website itself. So we'll show you that. And if you're trying to write all this stuff down, don't worry about it. When you sign up for the mobile website, we will send you a mobile website setup guide. And also that will, of course, be available in our knowledge base. It's actually already there right now. So just kind of watch it with me, understand how it works, and then we'll provide the step-by-step to you after you sign up. So the anonymous photo here, we will take care of that. You guys will want to upload that, and we'll give you the dimensions that we recommend for that as well on the mobile website setup guide. And then you'll obviously, like I said, it'll appear here on the home page. And then step two is we're going to have you go to the account page. And what I'm going to tell you to do now is only available to administrators that are using your account. So you'll want to make sure that if you're giving this task to someone else on your team, that you have them set up as an administrator's account rather than a team user, so that they have the permission to view the manage your areas / regions. If they are a team user, no big deal. Just make sure that you have this permission enabled for them. So if you have multiple areas listed out here, you'll want to do what I'm telling you to do for multiple areas. You'll want to do it for all of them across the board. And some of it may vary. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to set up your contact details, which, as you just saw on the mobile website here, where it says contact us, you're putting in this phone number and his email address. So the phone number will go under reservation contact information, and the email address will need to be there as well, so that you guys can have that working properly. And again, I'm under manage your areas under the account page. So step three is very, very, very important in viewing content here on your mobile website. So on the home page of the mobile website, you saw this About 360 Blue section. So you may or may not have noticed under the custom content section. So I'm switching to the property management page now under custom content. So if you're new to the system, I don't think any of you guys are that have signed up, but just to refresh you on where this section is and what it's for, this is really for any property specific information. This is for your Facebook page, links to be put in here. This is for any content that you want to choose who is able to view it. So you may want to say, okay, I only want these 10 properties to see it. I want all of my rental units to see it, and I want my non-reservation holders to see it. This is where you're able to control that here. And you'll notice this About 360 Blue section here at the very, very bottom is what I just showed you in the mobile website view here, About 360 Blue. And you'll see that when I open the category and I cross-reference it with the custom content section here, that it all matches up. Everything is identical there. And the way that we're able to make that happen is in your custom content, in each piece of content, which we refer to as items, at the very, very bottom, you'll see the option to supported platforms. And you can choose to associate it to all platforms, your Android, Apple, desktop web version, and mobile web. Or let's say this content you only want to make visible to mobile websites. There you go. That's how you do it. So by default, right now, all of your content, unless you've set it otherwise, is set on all platforms are supported. So when it's associated to anonymous users, then you will begin to see that content on the mobile website itself. And you guys will be able to play around with this as much as you want. It's not one of those things where you have to put it on your website to be able to see it. We'll allow you plenty of time to play around with it and make sure that you've got it just right before obviously switching that on. We want you to make sure you're comfortable with it first. So with that being said, there comes step 3. Make sure that your custom content is up to par with how you want people to see your mobile website. So if you're questioning whether or not you have enough content on your custom content page, what I suggest that you do is go to your company website right now. Take a look at some of the items that are really important to you and find a way to integrate that information into the custom content section of your app. And the purpose of this is so that your potential guests or your repeat guests that are viewing this mobile website, so that they are able to look at it and say, wow, this company really took a lot of time in putting things on their mobile website. This looks great. There's a lot of options here. So really build it out to where you're completely satisfied, and there isn't just one thing there for guests to see. So that's step 3. Review custom content. Make sure that you've got all of that stuff in there, and really build it out to almost mirror your website pretty much. All right, step 4. We've got our content in, and we're ready. We've got our photos uploaded. We have our phone number and email address. All of that's taken care of. So now we think we're ready to preview it. We're ready to see what it looks like and whether or not we're ready to give it the thumbs up and paste in that stuff to make it active, or whether or not we need to give it a little bit more TLC and build it out a little bit more. So the mobile website preview is on the account page. And then once you've gone to the account page, you'll want to scroll down to the marketing tools section. And there will be a tab that appears at the top of the marketing tools section called Mobile Web Redirect Widget. The second one there, as you see on my screen here. So this is where you would paste this code into your website so that the redirect widget is active. And this code is where your app redirect widget would go. So let's take a look now at the QR code section here. This QR code is obviously, in case you haven't missed our other webinars, this QR code is a multi-purpose QR code for both Apple and Android devices, to be able to use for marketing purposes or whatever the case may be. We're going to provide that for you there. Bear with me 1 second. My internet connection just a little bit slow here. All right, so now what I wanted to show you, I guess I had to refresh for that module to be active, is the mobile web redirect widget. So as you scroll down here, you will see the mobile website. Test your mobile website now. And you'll want to install a QR code reader on your smartphone and make sure that it's working properly. A couple good ones. Scan is a really good one that I use. If you just search QR reader or QR code in the App Store, you'll find a ton of them out there. You'll just want to hover your phone over this QR code if you're not familiar with them, and it will bring up your website, your mobile website on your device, so that you can preview it, like I said, and make sure that it's up to par, it's what you want it to look like, and then determine whether or not you want to go back and make additional edits or launch it. So let's say you're giving it the thumbs up, you're ready to launch this on your website. You'll want to most likely, if you manage your company's website, no problem. You'll want to go ahead and paste this text here, like it says there, between the HTML head tags on your website so that it's active, and it will automatically redirect smartphone users to your newly launched mobile website. And then also the same thing would go into play to remove the mobile website from your website. If you ever wanted to disable that for some reason, you would just also remove this redirect from the head tags of your mobile website. All right, so let's review just for a quick second here. I've given you the brief step-by-step, and again, if you missed it or you're unsure of the process, no worries. We will send you the setup guide for the mobile website upon you completing the sign-up page for that. And I'm going to open up in my browser now what that sign-up page is so that you can see that and take down that website. And we will be emailing this website out to you guys, so you can also find it there. You'll just want to complete the little brief questionnaire that we've developed for the mobile website sign-up page. We'll just want to capture a little bit of information from you. Know that you want the mobile website, and we will set it up all for you, give you the notification when everything has been turned on to allow you to go in there and make those edits to the photos, phone number, and email address like I showed you a moment ago. So now what I want to do, like we always do, is open it up to questions at the end of the webinar and see if you guys have anything that you want to ask. I will let you know I'm going to unmute your microphone. So if you don't have a question, you don't have anything that you want to say, just go ahead and please mute your microphone again to avoid any feedback coming in. So again, the website is on my screen there, and if you, I will also paste that website into the chat message so that you guys have it as well. All right, just give me 1 second. I'm muting everyone, unmuting your microphone at this time. Again, please mute your microphone if you don't have anything to say or do not have a question to ask. If you do have a question to ask, state the name of the company that you're calling from and your name as well. Who has a question? No questions at all today.
Chip?
Chip?
This is Yana Chong from Larisal Villas.
Yes.
I was just wondering if you had the cost for the teacher.
Absolutely. So it's contingent upon your contract and the way that it was written. So if you already have a contract with us and you're paying at least $199 per month, then the mobile website is free. There's no charge for it. If the way that your contract was written is that you do not have a monthly minimum payment of $199 per month, then you will have to meet that $199 threshold in order for the module to be active. Okay?
Okay.
What other questions do you guys have?
Chip, this is Buddy with Seashore Vacations on Hilton Head.
Yeah, buddy, how's it going?
Doing well, doing well. As far as the mobile website, is it only going to be mobile within the Glad to Have You application?
Not sure I understand your question. It'll be for anyone going to your company website so that it'll redirect them from their smartphone to this mobilely optimized version of your website.
Okay, yeah, that's you've answered my question. I was confused by part of the presentation on that subject, because that's I was afraid that the next thing I was going to be told was that any of the different travel partners we have somewhere else would be a whole different conversion, and I was hoping that it would just be across the board.
Yeah, I understand. What other questions do you guys have for me?
Hey, Chip, Gay Weber with Carolina Mornings. How are you?
Hey, doing well. How about you?
Doing pretty well, thanks. Hey, I'm playing around on the 360 Blue optimized site on my phone. And are guests able to go all the way through the booking process through the mobile optimized site? Can they reserve units, search dates, use all of our advanced search features, or is it really going to drive them towards a telephone call?
That is a great question, and I was hoping somebody would ask that to allow me to elaborate a little bit more on that. So the way that it works right now, and I'm going to show you on my screen, as you guys probably know, if you've completed implementation, you've already had the opportunity to input your booking URLs on a per unit basis. And just real quick, I'm on the rental units tab of the property management page. I'm just going to go in here and pick a unit at random to show you what I'm talking about. This website URL right here is where the mobile website will point to if you view a property, like I was showing you a moment ago on the mobile website. If you view a property, it's going to take you to that website. So what is the trigger to determine whether or not they can book through this website? It'll keep them in the mobile website, but if your PMS does not have a mobilely optimized website for booking purposes, it unfortunately will still probably not look that great on their device.
All right.
But just to let you know, like I said, we have a lot of long-term goals for this mobile website. We are exploring the option of developing mobilely optimized booking websites. Unfortunately, at this time, we can't commit to a time frame or even that we're capable of doing it, but we're exploring the option and hope to have that for you guys because we know that that's super important. You go to a mobile website to book a property, so we're working on that. What other questions do you guys have for me? Any other questions today? Tiana, I hope I didn't mispronounce that. I know you had a question. You sent it to me in the chat message. Are you able to? Do you have audio turned on to ask your question?
Yes, I already did actually.
Perfect.
It was about the costs of implementation.
Gotcha. Okay. What other questions? Anybody have anything for us today before we close out today's webinar?
Can we see the way it looks like with the booking